What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the Switch Under 10 channel. Today we're going to dive into a review of the game Mad Age and This Guy. I was lucky enough to catch this game at the tail end of the sale, grabbing it for only 5 cents. This game is available in the eShop for $4.99, so be sure to add it to your wish list. This game follows our main character, This Guy, and his duck companion on an adventure to save the world against evil scientists. Our main character is a secret agent of an elite police force, and he is called in to convict these mad scientists. It's pretty much the traditional story of an evil scientist that would rather do wrong than right for the world. You'll take a journey through 3 different worlds: caves, glaciers, and a secret fortress in the high hills. Each of these contain 18 exciting but challenging levels that you have to use a good amount of wit and patience to really get through. So in order to advance to the next level and make strides towards the end, your objective is to complete 3 tasks. 1. Finish the level. 2. Collect parts of the secret machine. And 3. Eliminate all robots on the stage. Though your main objective is to defeat the mad scientist, all of your interactions are with the robots that are trying to take out you and your duck companion. Each robot you encounter has a different look and a different personality. This makes your path a bit more complex as you advance through the stages. You're really forced to work quick through the underground layers by blowing up literally everything in sight. If you're familiar with the Bomberman series, you'll be able to grab the strategies of this game a bit faster. You have the ability to place a single bomb that covers a specific blast radius, or you can use your elements around you such as boxes and explosive crates to create long strings of explosions to clear the enemies. These chain reactions that you can set up are especially helpful if you find yourself trapped or running low on bombs. A helpful indicator on the top left of your screen keeps track of the items you've collected. These are the items that you may need to use throughout the stage or need to complete the goal. You'll find more challenging elements in the levels as you progress. Aside from bomb, explosion, wash, rinse, repeat, there's some stages that require you to collect keys and flip switches to open gates. Through these doors, you'll either find more bombs, more keys, pieces to the secret machine, or your exit. There's maybe gonna be times where you pick this game up, put it down, pick it right back up, and moments later just say, I'm not playing this game anymore. But I say that in a good way. This game is addicting and it's exciting, but I can't stress enough on how challenging it is. It wasn't fully because the stages were outright difficult, but more so some of the elements in the gameplay that are a bit restricting are flawed. One mistake I constantly kept making was pausing the game with bombs equipped. So if you press A to resume instead of pressing start, you'll find yourself sitting right on top of a bomb that you've dropped on accident. It took some time for me to get used to this, but eventually it's manageable. But unfortunately you'll die if you're not paying attention and have to restart the level. There does come a point where the stages become long, drawn out, and tedious. I'd personally prefer a shorter, more challenging stage over the bigger stages that were presented. I understand this is a puzzle arcade game, you get one attempt, but with those things considered, it would have been nice to have a checkpoint in some parts of the stage, or a rare extra life box to pick up that, okay, if I get hit once, at least I can respawn immediately. This really becomes frustrating because you have to play the level over and over, and I can't exaggerate, over again to plan your strategy. Considering that the view overhead is really close, even if there was a zoom out feature, I think the challenging aspect would remain the same, but at least I'd keep my sanity. Set in the era of Steam as modern technology, the developers did a really good job bringing the aesthetic to life and including all elements of, quote, steampunk within the game. From our main character's clothing, to the details within the factory settings, to the hot-headed robots, this gives you a strong representation of this fantasy setting. The soundtrack gives you various tracks that have a fun spin on classical and swing jazz music that's upbeat, or even times more serious sounds to set the tone of this underground adventure. I easily sometimes found myself humming along to these songs while playing, and I just thought, what better kind of music to have in the background of bombs and robots exploding. As I mentioned earlier, I immediately compared this game to Bomberman because of the similar elements and strategies. I think the developers did a great job of drawing influence, but still producing something unique and entertaining. It did take a good amount of time for me to complete all 54 levels within the 3 worlds, but I wouldn't change much in regards to the player experience. You maybe want to revisit some of the stages that you didn't meet the 3 out of 3 criteria to fully complete in the game, but Mad Age and This Guy for me has 0 replay value for that reason alone, and as it shouldn't. On this game, I'm feeling a solid 7 out of 10. I really want to see another version of this game, and I hope the developers consider putting something in the works. If there were ever a part 2 or a series with a few revisions, a Mad Age and This Guy series, in my opinion, can solidify itself as an indie classic. that is all for this video, and as always, thank you guys for watching. If you've played this game or found this review helpful, let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, give it a like. If you really like this video, why not subscribe? See you next time.